Close your eyes and imagine. You step into a clearing in the wilderness. Overhead, the sky is endless. Underfoot, the ground trembles with secrets. There before you loom enormous stones stacked, shaped, and placed with a precision that defies imagination. These are not ruins of forgotten cathedrals. These are megaliths, giant blocks of stone arranged in ways that challenge our sense of possibility. From Göbekli Tepe in Turkey to Sacsayhuamán in Peru and countless sites in between, each giant monolith whispers the same question: who built them and how? This is a journey across continents and centuries, a journey into human ambition and mystery. Welcome to Unexplained Megalithic Structures Worldwide. What makes a stone megalithic? First, let's understand what megalithic means. Mega means giant. Lithic means stone. So megalithic structures are literally built with giant stones. But they aren't just big, they're built into shapes and patterns. Massive circles, temples, walls, burial chambers, crafted with skill that challenges our modern tools. Think of Stonehenge, giant sarsen stones 13 tall, topped by horizontal lintels, perfectly balanced. Or Easter Island's Moai, monolithic heads carved and transported across miles of terrain. Or Puma Punku in Bolivia, stones cut so precisely that they fit together without mortar, some weighing hundreds of tons. Or Baalbek in Lebanon, trilithon stones in the Temple of Jupiter, each 800 plus tons. Or Menidra in Malta, ancient temples aligned to solstices, carved from huge coralline blocks. Or Göbekli Tepe in Turkey, T-shaped limestone pillars 11,000 years old, cut, carved, and erected by hunter-gatherers, millennia before agriculture. Or Sacsayhuamán in Peru, blocks weighing over 100 tons, fitted so tightly that no paper fits between them. Across the world, across time, humans shaped mountains into meaning. Göbekli Tepe, the Stone Age sanctuary. Göbekli Tepe in southeast Turkey is nearly 12,000 years old, older than Stonehenge by 6,000 years. But get this, it was built by hunter-gatherers before dome houses, pottery, agriculture, or wheel. At its center lie T-shaped pillars, up to 18 tall and weighing 10 tons, carved with creatures, snakes, boars, scorpions, arranged in circular enclosures up to 30 meters wide. How did they move and carve these stones? No wheels, no metal, no written records. Theories suggest using wooden sledges on wet or lubricated ground, lever systems, or earthen ramps. Collaborative labor, wisdom passed horizontally. But the what is clearer than the why. Was it for rituals and worship? Storytelling? Cosmic alignment? We still don't know. But we do know it completely changed our view of human society, showing that monumental building began before farming. Stonehenge, the Neolithic Stargate. Now let's travel to England around 2500 BCE to Stonehenge. Here, massive sarsen stones, some 25 tons, are positioned in a perfect circle 30 meters wide. Inside these are smaller blue stones brought from Wales over 140 miles away. Some stones' teeth align with the summer solstice sunrise and the winter solstice sunset, suggesting these ancients watched the sky and built with it. Again, how? Ropes, sledges, log rollers, massive effort, and why? Possibly a place for burial and remembrance, a site to track seasons, a pilgrimage destination, a ritual center. The stones are silent, but their arrangement speaks of something bigger: time, death, renewal, the Incan walls that fit. Fly to Peru, near modern-day Cusco, and stand before Sacsayhuamán. Here lie stones so big one weighs over 128 tons, each carved with curved surfaces to fit others perfectly, like cosmic jigsaw puzzles. No mortar. No gaps. Decades later, you still can't slide a piece of paper between them. Built around 1100 to 1500 CE by the Inca, this fortress city is a marvel of seismically resistant architecture, made to survive earthquakes. But how did they quarry and move such huge stones? Some scholars believe the Incas used roped sledges, earthen ramps, human chains, friction-reducing water techniques, yet no written blueprint exists, only the gleaming walls themselves. Was it built for defense, worship, cosmic control? Today, the stones stand, silent witnesses. Puma Punku and Baalbek, giants in detail. In Bolivia, the ruins of Puma Punku reveal stones with perfect right angles, chamfered grooves, and holes, machined with precision, usually requiring modern equipment. Patterns suggest the use of sand abrasion techniques or lost wax copper saws, but no tools have survived. What guided these cuts? What was this site for? Ritual? Gateway? Lost knowledge? And in Baalbek, Lebanon, massive stones weigh 800,200 tons, some of the largest worked stones ever created. Some scholars believe they were quarried by Romans, others say they predated Roman use. Again, the methods remain a mystery. And the purpose? Still debated. A web of stone, patterns, purpose, puzzle. When we connect the dots, certain patterns emerge. Alignment with celestial events, recognizing seasons, solstices, stars, precision engineering, exacts leveling, fit, symbolic shapes, circles, squares, T-shapes, walls, no written records, only the megaliths themselves, lost techniques, indentations, and cuts that defy simple explanation. Why did so many cultures place such effort into shaping giant stones? Possible answers. Ritual and religion, stones as gateways to gods. Social organization, building together to unify communities. Astronomical calendars, marking time, seasons, life cycles. Power and authority, leaders showing control over people and nature. Cross-cultural knowledge, builders copying ideas across vast distances. Each site may carry a different mix, but the awe is the same. A promise of deeper discovery. So far, we've walked amongst giants across continents, the mystery of Göbekli Tepe and hunter-gatherer builders, the cosmic circle of Stonehenge, the locked-together walls of Sacsayhuamán, the precision of Puma Punku and Baalbek. We've scratched the surface, but our journey is far from over. The astronomical alignments of these sites, the tools and techniques scholars believe were used, the modern discoveries, including new sites and LiDAR finds, the ongoing debates, were these built by one global tradition or separate cultures reaching for the same wonder? We wandered through time, from Turkey's Göbekli Tepe to the stone guardians of Easter Island to the ancient puzzle pieces of Sacsayhuamán in Peru. These massive stones, carved and placed with supernatural precision, left us with questions. How did ancient people, without machines or metal tools, move and shape stones heavier than elephants? And more curiously, why? Today, we go deeper. We'll explore modern discoveries, ancient wisdom, and ideas that push the boundaries of mainstream history. This is not just a tour of stones. It's a journey through the minds of builders long forgotten. Let's step back into the shadows, where the stones still whisper. Tools lost in time, what did they use? Let's begin with a simple question. What tools did ancient builders use? Most megalithic structures were created long before iron, before steel, before electricity. Yet we see stones with mirror-smooth finishes, complex interlocking joints, carvings deeper than modern chisels can easily achieve. Scholars suggest a few methods: stone-on-stone abrasion, rubbing one stone against another using sand and water. This works, but it takes enormous time and manpower. Copper tools. In some regions, early copper chisels were used. But copper is soft. It dulls quickly on hard stone like granite. Could they really have carved massive blocks with just this? Fire and water. In some cultures, people heated rocks with fire, then poured water to crack them. But this doesn't explain clean angled cuts. So, what's missing? Some believe there were forgotten techniques, perhaps natural acids, sonic tools, or pressure carving. Others think knowledge may have been passed down from an earlier lost civilization. No tools have been found near most of the oldest megalithic sites. Just stones. And silence. The stars above, celestial alignments. Across continents, many megalithic sites align perfectly with the sky. Coincidence? Maybe. But the patterns are too precise to ignore. Stonehenge aligns with the sunrise on the summer solstice. On that day, the sun rises directly over the heel stone, filling the circle with golden light. Newgrange, Ireland, a 5,000-year-old tomb aligned so that during winter solstice, sunlight floods its central chamber through a small roof box. For 17 minutes, the room glows, once a year. Chaco Canyon, USA, ancient Puebloan structures and petroglyphs in New Mexico align with lunar and solar events. A spiral carved into rock marks the equinox. Pyramids of Giza. The three main pyramids match the stars of Orion's belt. Some scholars believe the layout was symbolic, mirroring the heavens to honor Osiris, the god of the afterlife. These sites show more than skill. They show intention. The builders knew the sky. They used the heavens to guide them. Why? To mark planting and harvest seasons, for rituals linked to gods or spirits, to create calendars, or to remind future generations, we understood the universe. The stars, like the stones, do not lie. Theories beyond the norm. When something is hard to explain, theories rush in. Megalithic sites have inspired everything from scholarly research to wild speculation. Let's look at some of the most debated theories. Lost advanced civilizations. Some believe a powerful civilization existed before recorded history, maybe wiped out by a global cataclysm like a flood or impact event. This idea is echoed in myths from Atlantis, Plato, to Zep Tepi, ancient Egypt's first time. Supporters say such a civilization might have passed on engineering secrets to later cultures. But critics argue, where's the physical evidence? Ancient aliens. Popularized by TV shows and books, this theory suggests extraterrestrial beings visited Earth and helped build these monuments, either by providing knowledge or tools. Evidence? Mostly speculation based on unusual shapes or figures carved into stone, the sheer size of megaliths, legends of gods descending from the sky. Mainstream scientists dismiss this as science fiction, but millions remain fascinated. Sound technology. Some researchers suggest that ancient builders may have used sound frequencies to lift or shape stones. In 1988, Tibetan monks demonstrated moving large stones using synchronized sound and chant. Could sound, focused and amplified, move mountains? We don't know, but it offers an intriguing possibility. The ancients understood forces we've forgotten. Human genius. Of course, many scholars argue that all these wonders are the result of human determination, teamwork, and clever engineering. Think rope and pulley systems, wooden rollers, sledges and ramps, massive labor forces, no aliens, no lost tech, just humans, driven by belief, purpose, and creativity. Could that be enough? New discoveries. What's still being found? Despite centuries of exploration, we're still discovering new megalithic sites, many hidden beneath jungles, deserts, and farmland. LiDAR technology, which uses lasers to map landscapes through thick vegetation, has revealed ancient pyramids buried in Guatemala's jungle, huge city networks under the Amazon rainforest, mysterious mounds and geometric shapes in Siberia and Central Asia. In 2015, a massive underground structure was discovered beneath Stonehenge, 34 previously unknown features, including pits and ditches. And more keep coming. The Earth still holds secrets. What do these stones teach us? We may never know exactly who built all these structures or how, but the stones teach us something important. They tell us that ancient humans were not primitive. They were clever, organized, inspired. Knowledge can be lost and rediscovered. The sky mattered. The earth mattered. Time itself mattered. Mystery fuels curiosity, and curiosity builds bridges across centuries. Maybe we're not meant to solve all the mysteries. Maybe we're meant to keep asking questions. Lost in the stones. As the sun sets over the Moai of Easter Island, or slips behind the Sarsens of Stonehenge, or casts long shadows across Baalbek's Trilithon stones, we're reminded that something massive, purposeful, and incredible happened long before us, and that the story of humanity is far older, deeper, and stranger than we thought. These aren't just stones. They're stories, waiting to be heard. If this exploration into mysteries of stones stirred something inside you, did this journey leave you wondering? Did it spark something in your imagination? Then don't stop here. Subscribe to Shadows Untouched for more untold histories. Give this video a like if you believe the past still holds secrets. Hit the bell so you never miss the next story, and comment below. Which megalithic site would you travel to if you could?